been an all eventful event, as we've seen a lot of exhibitors and a lot of things just for the first 2 days. And today happens to be the last day of the program, and it promises to be interesting, exhilarating, and informing. You don't want to miss any bit of it, and that is the major reason why Nata News is here. And we've got you covered as we are going to take you around the exhibitor stand for the last time and for the last day. I'm very sure you don't want to miss this part, as we've got you covered. My name still remains Eunice Ayobami, and this is Nata News TV. Don't move an inch.
Yes, a warm welcome to you. This is Nathan News TV, and my name is David Opeyemi, and it's the day 3 of the West African Automotive Show here at the Landmark Event Center, Lekki, Lagos. Yes, so we are trying to do a post-mortem of the exhibition so far, to know how it has been from the media's angle. So, and I have here with me representative from other media outlets, so I'll allow them to do their introduction by themselves. Right.
Yes. My name is Rotimi Asha. I'm the Lagos Bureau Chief, Motoring World.
Very well. So I have another one of them here with me. So he's going to introduce himself.
Yeah, I'm Cliff Simeon Aklon from Transport Day newspaper.
Very well. So let me first throw the question back to you, Transport Day. So what is your overview of this exhibition?
Thanks to B2B for organizing this automotive show, and I want to say that in anything you are doing that you do not do much publicity of, you cannot just get the desired results of what you are looking for. But my overview on this show is next time they should try to see how they can gather people, not only gathering exhibitors. It's good to gather exhibitors, but it's bad when you don't have those who visit those exhibiting their goods. So I think next time they should just sit up and see how they can work with medias, not only few medias, but see how they can work with other medias to help them disseminate information on what they are doing.
Actually, I came in here for the first time yesterday, and I was able to move around, visit the pavilions, the stands. I think it's a good thing that this kind of thing is happening. It is not the first time, but it's actually an avenue to bring people who are in the industry, auto industry, and I would say that with a few days I spent here, I saw people, but I expected more turnout, which I didn't see. I don't know why it's like that. I was even saying maybe it's because number one, is it because it's in VI, or because it's not properly advertised? Because one of the things we do in Nigeria when we want to organize an event, we don't seem to know the advantage of publicity. We don't do enough publicity. We take it for granted. That's what I find out about Nigerians. And you organize an event like this where you need a public and you don't advertise, And some of them don't even know that, okay, you need to bring professionals, media professional people, media who are into, who write auto, to actually come together and probably write stories. Not only that, you need to probably produce radio jingles, put it on radio jingles and take it to radio stations and they advertise it, or maybe TV commercials or billboards. So we don't see those things anymore. So, and you don't expect, you cannot reap where you did not sow. So I think the organizer need to do a lot more when it comes to publicity. When next they're going to have this event. I'm sure, they will get more people here.
So a brief more right there from Transport Day and Motoring World. I guess the most interesting thing and that they point out is that there should be more publicity on the exhibition. Perhaps the one that is coming up next year in the year 2020, there should be more publicity so that so it's not going to be like only exhibitors are here and there is nobody to visit their stand and so much more. So that's a urge on the organizers to do more on publicity, and I guess with that this promises to be fine for this West African Automotive Show by the year 2020. 2020. Yeah, my name still remains David Obeyemi, and it has been a post-mortem of the 2019 Waas show here at the Landmark Event Center, Lekki, Nata News TV. Okay, the day 3 of the West African Automotive Show still continues, and we've been trying to get people's experience, and I have someone here who is going to be sharing his own experience, but I think it's totally going to be different from what we've been hearing, because he's all the way from Huyo, and behind the scene it was very pathetic, but I want him to share it on on mic. That's why he's here. And my name still remains David Okpeyemi, and it's Nata News TV. So sir, what's the experience like for you?
The experience has been fun. It's been fun. Got to see so many parts, but what I was expecting was more of the productive and training section on some of these items, which is not what we see here. Just purely distributors stroke marketing, which is what is here. So my own opinion is, if we're having an exhibition where we can have trainings for upcoming people, what's the essence? And if we can't have a line for production, what's the essence of exhibition? So those are the major problems. So I was thinking we'll get a platform, yeah, where we'll get to meet or relate, or also get partnership in production stroke training of upcoming people. And so that's it.
Okay, he has just shared his own experience about the exhibition show. I guess the organizer should please take a swift a swift action towards that. Maybe it's the day 3 already, so it's ending today, so maybe for year 2020 there should be a correction about that. My name still remains David Okpeyemi. Bye for now. A warm welcome to you. Is Nata News TV, and my name is David Okpeyemi, and it's the day 3 of the West African Automotive Show. And on the program today, all what to do is to do a post-mortem of the program. The day 1, day 2, and day 3. Yes, and of course I will be bringing representative from other media houses, that is media outlets, to hear their own overview of the exhibition so far, you understand. So they will be sharing their experience with us and some other things that we need to address, opportunities to venue and a lot of things. So they're going to share their view about that. So let me just introduce them. I guess they should do that themselves, right? So let me start from him.
Okay, my name is Romilo Jalumo. I'm the editor of Haulage and Logistics magazine.
I'm Rotimi Asha, a Lagos Bureau Chief of Motoring World.
All right, very well, sir. So let me start from you. So, what is your overview about the 2019 Waas exhibition show?
Well, so far so good. I must commend the organizers for doing a thing like this, especially in a time where people are complaining, saying the economy is good, so to say. I know they must have put a lot of money into this, so I commend them for that. It's been a good one, at least. We've seen a lot of people coming in here. Well, what I don't know is how they were informed, how they got to know, because I got to know about this. There being a part of NAJA, the Nigerian Auto Journalists Association. Got to know through it because one of our guys is a partner. So, but I didn't see anything relating to these events in the news, on the radio jingles, TV commercial. I didn't see it, but so. Probably that's one of the reasons why you don't have so many people visiting the fair. Like I was discussing with your editor and the publisher of this magazine of Naja, or what's Nata News, was saying maybe it's because of the location or so. I was running to the location, but I think that's not actually the main thing. This is a very good, VI is a very good place to organize an event like this. But, if publicity, enough publicity is done, I mean, there's no way. We have people, there are investors in the auto industry who want to come here and find, because they know if you come to a fair like this, there's a lot of investment opportunities. So I think, the organizer probably they need to do a lot more in terms of campaign, publicity campaign. So.
All right, so sir, what would be your own overview of the exhibition show?
Okay, so far so good. I will commend them. I wasn't here on Wednesday. I wasn't here on Thursday, but today, at least so far with what I've seen, I still want to commend them. To put this kind of event together, it's not just the word of mouth. It requires a lot of effort, resources, thinking and planning and all that. But of course, there is always a room for improvement in anything you do. And that currently, as we speak, the international trade fair is going on. So there is no way you want to rule it out. A lot of people will want to go to the trade fair while this one is also going on here. So these are the things they also need to put into consideration if I thought something of such is going to come up next time. So I still want to commend them. I still want to commend them. Basically, that's just what I have to say.
I quickly want to talk about this. He was saying something about the venue the other time. So we are on the highland right now. I know there are a lot of people who would like to come to this place from the mainland and even from across Nigeria, you understand, for them to transport themselves to the island and down to the mainland or to wherever they are going. So what do you think, is island the best place for them to bring this kind of exhibition?
Well, there are so many factors. See, one man's food is another man's poison. The first thing you have to consider, when you are holding an event, is security. Unless you are bringing in, the hefty men, the soldiers, and all that, to man, this event venue for you. But of course, when you are talking about security, of course, you should be talking of this direction. It's the best area, where you can have your event. Of course, the only thing you may want to think is the disadvantage somehow, maybe traffic. And of course, even as we speak now, you can't predict Lagos movement. So even at the mainland, as we speak, there are traffic here and there. So for me, I don't think traffic should be enough reason, to stop them from coming. If you know what you are looking for, you shouldn't allow traffic to stop you from coming. It's a matter of planning. Once you know this event is coming up on so day, you should know that, okay, I will be here on so time, by so time and so time. That's what Lagos is all about. Planning. You plan your movement. If you don't plan your movement, you stop on the road. So that's just all I have to say about that.
Would you like to add anything about to that, maybe concerning the venue, sir?
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier on, that there's nothing wrong in using a place like, VI. In fact, it's the best place, the island, of course, the auto industry itself is a good mine, for people where to do, for you to, those are Disney auto parts. So actually it's the best place to have it. It's the best place to have it, and there's nothing wrong with the location, except for, like I'm saying, except for this place, because if they have done enough publicity, probably they will have so many participants, and this place will not be able to contain everybody. Because see, this place is not big enough. So maybe when they're going to have the next fair, they should find a location. Maybe in VI2, but a bigger place. A bigger place.
A quick one here. So, what can you say about opportunities that are open, to both the exhibitors and of course those that want to come and exhibit and see a lot of things? What do you think the opportunities are?
Yeah, the auto industry is actually, if you look at it, it's one of the biggest industry in any country. So like I said, it's a gold mine, and there's so many investment opportunities. Like I was in a stand. Somebody came to make an inquiry. It is on auto parts, and probably he doesn't know where to get the auto parts. Because with auto parts, we don't have the original equipment manufacturers here, so you have to get them abroad. And one of the main problem that Nigeria has is these auto parts, spare part problem. Everything we go for is Tokumbo, because nobody want to go for new one because we have a lot of fake things in our market. Maybe because Son is not doing his job very well, but we have a lot of fake products. So now so many Nigerians want to get original, and they don't know where to get original. Some of them want to get contact with all these OEM, original equipment manufacturers who manufacture Toyota, BMW, and all the rest. So this place, this is an avenue through which they can have those opportunities to get contact, because a lot of people comes here and they pick leaflets, they pick leaflets of all these exhibitors. So it's because they're looking for opportunities, and I'm sure many of them will get that. Some people they are not come actually to buy things; they just come to have those opportunities. And I'm sure so many of them must have gotten it. From what I've seen so far, I'm sure they must have gotten a lot of business opportunities. Maybe at the end of the fair, I'm sure they'll get better because they will get the OEM and get what they want.
Good one. So, okay, sir, let me bring it back to you, sir. I would like us to talk about, government partnership. Like, I barely see any government organization here that is doing an exhibition or something. So, maybe there should be a kind of a policy that needs to be laid down or something. Perhaps you have anything to say about that?
Well, the government is not participating in an exhibition like this. Maybe they are in a better position to provide an answer to that. Take, for instance, this kind of event. I'm very sure they must have extended invitation to them. Then they should come and answer questions why they are not here. There was an exhibition that came up in October, College and Logistics Magazine Annual Conference and Exhibition. We invited government representative. Of course, that's in the person of the Corps Marshal of Federal Road Safety Corps. Unfortunately, on the day of the event, that was when he knew he would not be able to make it to the event. But he sent a quality representative. Do you get what I'm saying? He sent a representative, of which even those that attended, they attest to it that, okay, the man in the person of Hijino Someji that he sent is also a quality representative as far as the industry is concerned. In this aspect, the question is, do they invite government representative? If yes, why are they not here? So they are in the better position, to answer that question. But of course, the government should also be interested in this kind of a thing, this kind of event, because whether you like it or not, it will enhance the development of the auto sector one way or the other. Just like he said, parts and equipment, is very important. And going by what is going on here, where you have, this fake part that people have been complaining all about day in, day out. This kind of event is very important because you'll be able to meet with the original manufacturer of all these events as against the importer, the exporter of the fake parts that is causing a whole lot of damage, to the sector.
A beautiful one right there. I guess the motoring day, I guess you must have one or two things to add about, to say about that.
You're talking about where the government representative. But I understand that the Director General of National Automotive Design and Development Council was invited. Well, probably he couldn't come because Atlantic sent a representative. When you organize a fair like this, there's a need for a government representative to be here, actually. Looking at it because, the policy, government policy, it has a lot to do with how the industry works. And as I'm talking to you right now, there's a policy called auto policy, which actually will make the industry very vibrant. But it has not been passed into law. We've been continuing with that for years now. And that's really good for the country. It came into being, the policy came into being in the days of President Goodluck Jonathan. And it took some time, the National Assembly didn't pass it into law. But we understand, actually that some stakeholders were not favorably disposed to it because the auto policy, actually when it's passed into law, it means now, the plan is already in place. You cannot, if you want to import or you want to buy fully built vehicles from abroad now, you have to pay more custom duties. Like it was before. And, like before where you had to bring your, but now there has been more. They have imposed more duties on it. So that's because they're trying to discourage Nigerians from just going and buying things. Because that's why our currency is not improving, because we're just import-oriented, always importing, and we're sending money out there. So we need the vehicles that we use there. We have to start producing them. We have to start manufacturing them here. Even the spare parts we use, we have to start manufacturing them here. So instead of taking the money abroad, we have the money within here can provide employment for our people. So this is government policy that we streamline all these things, that put these things into place. So in an event like this, government need to be there, and maybe at the end of the event, whatever communicate. I don't know if the people who are writing communicate, it's sent to the government. This is what we are finding out about. If you need to do this, you need to do that. So I hope the organizer has put that into consideration to come up with a communique.
Your final words, sir?
Well, it's a good thing that we're having this kind of thing in our nation. We should continue to have auto fare like this, because it is going to address a lot of things. And I want to actually once again commend the organizer. They should keep it up. They should improve. Next year should be better than this year. In terms of publicity, in terms of organization.
Thank you very much. So what will be your final words, sir?
Okay, I still want to commend the organizer. And one thing I want to tell them, that they should have the interest of the industry in their heart. That should be the first thing at their hearts. That's all I have to say.
Right, a very impressive one right there from representative of Motoring World and of course Fuelage and Logistic Magazine. I really want to say a very big thank you to them, for sharing their own point of view about the exhibition show. We've been able to talk about the challenges, improvement, opportunities, and venue, and of course government functions. Yes, I guess the organizer must have picked one or two things from this post-mortem. My name still remains David Opeyemi, and it's Nathan News TV.
Yeah, you all do know what it takes to make an event a successful one, and that is when exhibitors and people that actually came to get one thing or the other are satisfied to a point of interest. And I'm very sure you know that with the smiles on people's faces, smiles on exhibitors' faces, and the way people are so happy and all interested in the whole process, you would definitely know that this event was truly a success. And on this note, we'll be concluding the event. My name still remains Sunita Ayobami, and I'm not here alone. I still have my silly boyfriend. silly but interesting though. I still have my silly but interesting boyfriend here with me, Opeyemi, and we are signing out officially. So Opeyemi, what do you think? What has been the highlights of the program? What did you enjoy? I saw you moving around with those white ladies, but that'll be all the time.
I was just trying to cement a deal for Nathan News TV. Trust me, I got you, Nathan News TV. Don't worry. My name is David Opeyemi. So remember to join us on our platform www.nathannewsonline.com.ng. Go to Google Play Store to download our app with the keyword Nathan News, and of course download the app, register on our forum, and get every information you need to get in just one click. All right.
Yeah, just do as Opeyemi has said. So a big thank you to you watching us out there. You're the real MVP. And a big thanks to BTOB Events for bringing this kind of initiative together. A big thanks to each and every exhibitor that actually took out of the time to participate in this West African automotive show. And a big thank you to each and every one of you that came to participate in the show by getting one thing or the other. And we also say a big thank you to all our fans out there that actually came to our stand to negotiate with us, to talk with us, to talk to us. Really appreciate you all. And also a big thank you to our boss, Oga at the top, Mr. Ariowo. Please got you covered 247.
Yo, by the way, see you year 2020.
Yeah, bye-bye.